Welcome back. We're watching more Haikyuu, and things are really getting drastic. With some people suffering injuries and the game still carrying on. The points are wrapping up. We are done the last and final set. We are hoping that the Crows can at least continue on and not let Tsuki down. After everything that they've been through, even if they do go home here, they can pretty much hold their heads high and see of what they've accomplished. But that would mean the end of playing volleyball for the time being. That won't sit well for some of them. And so, I guess, we need to get right into it, see what the main opposition, the main nemesis of this season can do. And we're going to be supporting from the rafters. Okay, that was a bit loud. If getting the ace of the opposition actually fired up and really getting into it, well, you know you've done a good job. But with a teammate injured and the synchronized attack faltering at the last minute, they've got some ground to cover. Also, considering this fifth set is only 15 points, we have seen them all go from barely any experience, any game time, and just a ragtag bunch that are just practicing for the sake of it, and even the friendly matches, people aren't really paying them that much attention. To where they are now, thanks to a couple of people joining. Fresh, bright, enthusiastic. Grandstanding bastard. How high-pitched does he want to get? The answer is yes. He better be able to stop it next time. You got to know when to jump, how to get there at the precipice. Well, that's a good way to start off this little bit. But not through any amazing technique or skill or anything. No, it's because he hit the net. It's fun to see that he's come out and being part of the team at this crucial point. Stopped, but it's really in front of him. He stopped it. Send it back. That's the number one decoy for you. He's only slightly peeved. Yeah, that was completely... completely planned out. His ability to keep up with all this fast movements and everything is something I can't comprehend, actually. Has he lived up to those expectations? It's more just innate feeling. It's because he doesn't have those honed abilities, not through countless battles and matches. Would it be a crushing defeat if you've reached this far in? And we're on the last set, and these are the points that are being levelled against each other. He's had his break. No need to be lagging around. They're using what they can and knowing about the team's layout and what they've got going. Because there's no one to receive it if it goes... I wonder if the old coach back there is hearing their conversation and thinking about things that he could teach them and do better. He got it. And another last touch. They are always going to take the difficult route. That's what makes it an interesting game to watch. And the one that he didn't even acknowledge. Because he was thinking about it rather than instinct. Always go into it as though it's going to you. They can't judge anything then. Even if there was nowhere near, put your effort into the block, because so it was. Damn it, man. Do you want him to beat you to death? Now that he's had a little bit of time to recuperate, the king of the course can be back. Maybe also need to duck as well. I mean, he's now been allowed back in. He's going to show why he's needs to be out there. On the last... on the last set, with only a few measly points left in it on each side, just trying to even it out. 2 behind. The thing is, each point means more now when it's so tight. He has a different set of skills. So he is more of like the wild card setter in comparison. Oh, they weren't expecting it. I mean, can't disagree with him there. It's exactly what he said. Well, they'd be a bit annoyed, but who's... Ah, there, that's who's brought the drums. I forgot about that. Help them through it. I mean, yeah, ignore the principal, get her to lead it. I think you get a lot more interaction that way. I was wrong. Maybe it is they are following him. Oh wow. They come ready. Ready should anyone actually challenge them in chanting. Now all you have to do is shut them up through gameplay. Will they still be singing when you've ground the national team into the dust? That'd be my motivation. Less about winning the game for myself or anything, just to stop them singing. Oh. He's behind it. My boy. It was whatever you want it to be, whenever the net scored. The thing is, he knows what's necessary just to keep playing. Fear of danger to himself really doesn't mean much. Don't take it away from him. The nameless first year. He's got so much of a burden on his shoulders, though. And now they've switched again. Now, I think they're getting a little riled up, really seeing it. But Yamaguchi coming out on the final set. Pinch serve that hopefully they get a lot out of. A synchronized attack once again after a... He touched the net. Exactly. I mean, would Yamaguchi still be doing the serves if not? Hell no. He'd be out again in the rotation. He would have had his chance and it would have ended right there, but... Nope. Touched it. But a little tap, sending it over. They haven't practiced a lot they've evened it out. They haven't practiced a lot together. But it worked out somehow. A little sweaty there. It slipped through. Oh no, he's... I had a word for him. He doesn't need to call the full timeout. They're straight to the point. They get the message across. No ambiguousness. If you know what it takes. Just how involved do you want to get? Ah. Step to the side to keep him in play. Making up for his previous mistake, though. He got a few points in. He can be proud of that. Now you got to really prove yourself, just because look at that grin. It's like, yep, don't get too comfortable. I'm in your place soon. Slight. Are they going to be able to reach it? Shit. Even if they could. Which, well, he did, but... Good receive. But the thing is, now we're on this precipice of the points. I mean, of course, he was there, he was able, and it looked like he was going through. Huh? Going back to his younger years themselves? I see, being ignored being given the chance. And now what? He's seeing Hinata do what he can, stand amongst the field of giants and still stand tall in his own right, even if it's not high off the ground. It could go either way. One just last touch each time, not gonna let it go out now. Get the timing right this time. He will what? Leave it to what the others that are there. It's on the ground a lot, but it's not quite touching. It's a slower paced match, yes, but makes it easier for me to watch. It's still up, it's still in play. That's all they need. You can feel what they're feeling right here, but you don't need a timeout, you just shout across the court. Hold your head high. Enjoy the game. Oh, she's back. Ah. They did as promised. Kept it going until he was back. They're going to just let themselves lose early on. And while there's so little left in the tank, there's exhaustion inbound. Just seeing him come back after suffering an injury. With it now being, well, you see it, 15-14, with the Crows needing several points. It's not quite over, but what can they do to not only pull it out and make it impressive for us to see, but is it going to be something new? And I think after all of that, I myself am going to need a rest because that was exhausting just watching. Having all of them there play to the utmost of their capabilities, even ones that aren't well versed in working together. Still being able to pull off these tricks to get under their skin. God, each time we see this, and every bit of backstory we encounter, it's building it up, and I'm loving each part of it, but getting it for the coach himself, seeing like why he's envious of those that can go up with the height and strength needed just to play. He was looked over because even though he may have had something, he was lacking in others, and there were players that were better suited. And then we've got Hinata who just jumps. And every episode that we are getting closer, some sets went by in a matter of minutes. I think it was like the second or third one, but... And then this 15.1 being dragged on for so many. Like, it's going to be 3 episodes now at least, and I couldn't be happier, let's be honest. This is the epitome of volleyball for them. This is the make or break moment, the big run for the nationals. This is the most important part, especially with it being, so close. Need to bring it back, overtake them, and continue on. It's going to be a little difficult, but it's going to be a hell of a bit of fun finding out what they do. Since everyone is a little bit tired now, might be a little slower paced, but there are some that really aren't going to give up, and I want to see that part. If you've enjoyed Haikyuu and you definitely want to see more, consider letting me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, maybe subscribe to the channel, join my Discord. But all in all, history, your past, injuries, everything in the way. At least we can watch some anime. If you would want to back me into a corner into the grand competition that would be my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon instead, because the songs and chants I receive from your support are a lot more effective there than some wailing from the stands. So, I do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Afia, Kite, Mystic Square, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Akane, Wawan, DR, Tori Jane, Danny Swede, Diego Zenhausen, Jim Ace, SZ9870 and everyone else. Because if you weren't all here for me, I might have given up long ago.